What's up, everybody? Day 14 of Indianapolis Colts training camp today. They just had a short one today, about an hour and 15 minutes, as they gear up for joint practices against the Cleveland Browns. They'll have a day off tomorrow, and then the joint practices with the Browns, they'll host it here at Grand Park in Westfield. That will be Wednesday and Thursday, and then the teams will both have a day off Friday, and then the game will be at Lucas Oil Stadium for their second preseason game on Saturday. So let's go ahead and get our injury list out of the way for today. Andrew Luck, of course, Adam Vinatieri, Penny Hart, T.Y. Hilton, Campbell, Paris Campbell, LaRaven Clark, Justin Houston, Danico Autry, Jabal Sheard, Quentin Nelson, Nate Hairston, and Jordan Wilkins. Of course, not all those are going to be injuries. There's some maintenance days off in there as well. But of course, if you've been keeping up on Colts.com, you know those who are kind of dealing with some things. Coach Wright gave an update today about Andrew Luck. Not really expected to practice against the Browns this week. Paris Campbell is still a little bit away as well. Today, kind of the theme of the day was the defense definitely won it. They were a lively group. They made a bunch of plays. By my count, there was about 3 would-be sacks and a couple of interceptions. The sacks, Margus Hunt, E.J. Speed, and Marvell Tell. The interceptions came from George Odom and Rocky Sin, both really good plays. The first one was Rocky Sin was just all over Devin Funchess. Jacoby threw it to Funchess out in the left, kind of the left flat, about a 5-yard out, and Rocky Sin was just right there, mugged him, just intercepted it and returned it for a would-be about 35-yard touchdown. That got everyone pretty fired up. The other one was Jacoby Brissett just rifled a pass into Eric Ebron from about 3 yards out into the end zone, and rookie linebacker Bobby Okereke got a hand in there. Ball bounced up, and then Odom kind of swooped in and got the interception. Odom had a play really similar to that one day last week, so he's kind of been heads up on being able to get those interceptions off the bounce. Again, you know, I just mentioned some of the rookies. It was a really good day for the defensive rookies. Kahari Willis had a good run stop in there. Speed had the sack. Okereke had that tip. Rocky Sin has looked great. I think Marvell Tell had a really good day as well. He also had a good preseason opener last week. Tell's coverage was just really tight today. There were a couple times where the quarterback looked downfield towards their man, but he was covered up by Tell, so they had to go to their next read. He also had a pass breakup against Ashton Doolin as well, so that was kind of noteworthy. Outside of the rookies, just in general, the defense was really physical today. There were several big hits. Matt Adams had one. Clayton Gathers had one near the end of practice. Really blasted Zach Pascal to knock up a deep pass. Several tackles for loss for the defensive line. When the offense was practicing in the red zone, kind of inside the 5-yard line, inside the 10-yard line runs. The defense really on it today. There were a couple nice formations the Colts used. One of them we started noticing last year is kind of a prevent defense, but then there would be 3 defenders lined up on both the left and the right boundaries. The purpose of that is to kind of stick with the prevent defense principles, you know, eliminate huge chunk plays. You don't want to give up the Hail Mary. But it also defends against the boundaries so that quarterbacks can't throw those out routes to receivers and get quick completions to get out of bounds and kill the clock. So it's kind of the best of both worlds if the Colts make that work. No big plays allowed. Don't allow players to get out of bounds and kill the clock. So that was really nice. And there was kind of a nickel formation where a safety would come in as the second linebacker. They would have a Mike linebacker out there, but then they'd have a safety come in as the will. We saw Clayton Gathers and Matthias Farley come in to play those roles. So that's kind of neat. The nickel formation itself was a little spread out. They would often drop an extra man down onto the line of scrimmage. It was kind of a 5-man line. So that's something to look out for. That could be a tool in their belt down the line. That is it for today. Again, the Colts will be off tomorrow, so no notes tomorrow. Practices with the Browns. They will be padded, and they will both be about 2 hours plus. So get ready for that. You guys will not want to miss those. Tickets are free to come out here to Grand Park, but you still have to download them. You can bring printed versions or keep them on your phone. So I expect those to be 2 packed houses in those 2 nights, so we'll definitely see. Be sure to follow us, our notes and on all that good stuff on Colts.com. Also me here on Twitter @JakeArthurNFL. And please don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks, guys.